Now, the clock is ticking down because we know that there is a Fed meeting coming up. And we know that Trump, from the beginning, has been pushing the Fed to lower rates and push stimulus. And right on schedule, he is pointing the finger right at the Fed. But we need to understand that this entire event that is happening right now, we are watching a transfer of wealth. Think about those elites who had a lot of their funds in the market. They are now withdrawing those funds. And those people who don't have the cash to cover their losses, they're liquidating their gold. All of this is happening at once. And I want to bring us back to one of Q's posts because this is very interesting. This is post 666, and it says stock market dive. Coincidence? And this was when the market came down 666 points. Soros transfer of wealth. And I want to go to post 667, and it says in brackets in bold, 666, signal to POTUS they control the market. Signal, threat, welcome to the global war. That was back then. That was back in 2018. They're still doing it today. The central bankers, the elite. Trump actually is now in control. This is why he's not worried. Remember, he's continually saying he has the magic wand. He knows how the system is run. And he already said the market is going to be fine. Remember, timing is everything. We're watching the market bob up and down. We're watching the market come down 1,000 points or 2,000 points. We're watching the market go back up by 700, 1,000 points, keeping it in a certain range. Why? Remember, Trump needed to deflate the bubble. He understands that everything was heating up. We're in a central bank system. He didn't want the bubble to pop. And during this period of time, he has the ability to do the things that he couldn't do before. Congress wouldn't let him. He would be stopped at every turn. And now, because of an event, because of a crisis, he has the ability to change the entire economic system. And that is exactly what he's doing. Think about all the things that he is pushing now. He's pushing tax cuts. He's pushing deregulation. He's pushing trade. He's pushing maybe we need to change our supply chains. He wrote executive orders saying buy American. All medical supplies need to be created and manufactured here in the United States, and we can't depend on anyone else. Same thing with rare earth minerals, the mining of those minerals to help our tech sector. He is changing everything on the fly. And Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, he was out there saying that I can tell you that we have a list of about 50 different items we're bringing to the president for a decision. And he's saying that one of them might be a temporary student loan suspension. Why is Trump doing all of this? He's bringing back the funds, the currency, to the people where it belongs. Remember, over time, what has the central bank establishment been doing? They've been stealing the wealth from the people, moving it out of the country to someplace else, to other people. We had politicians taking the funds from the government, sending it overseas, and then money laundering it and bring it back to their own pockets, and a lot of it went to certain leaders in other countries. They've been stealing the wealth, stealing businesses, stealing manufacturing this entire time. Trump now is reversing everything that they are doing. And he wants to put the money back in the people's pocket. Remember, when you build the people up and they have confidence and they're receiving more funds and they feel like everything is great, the Patriots win. And during this particular event, he has the ability to do this. Now, he's going to ask for the moon, but he's not going to get the moon. He'll get exactly what he wants. This is how he plays the game. He tweeted out the following: if you want to get money into the hands of the people quickly and efficiently, let them have the full money that they earned. Approve a payroll tax cut until the end of the year, December 31st. Then you're doing something that is really meaningful. Only that will make a big difference. Now, think about what he said in this tweet. If you want to get money into the hands of the people quickly and efficiently, let them have the full money that they have earned. Telling Congress, telling the country that we should have never had the Federal Reserve, which then in turn needed the IRS, which was created to support the Fed in collecting the taxes, because the Fed loaned the government with interest attached and the people had to pay down that interest. And the only way to do that was to tax the people. Trump here is saying, no more. Let the people have the full paycheck. Why shouldn't they keep everything that they work for? That is huge. He's telling everyone what he's about to do. Now, this might be temporary until December 31st, but we know how temporary things go. Remember when the Fed was first created and they needed to collect taxes to pay for the interest, and they said it was only going to be for the wealthy temporarily, just to help out here. It's not going to be the middle class or the lower middle class or the poor. Don't worry about that. And everyone, yes, the rich should be paying. What happened later on? Well, it trickled down all the way down to the poor. Why? Because that was their plan from the beginning. Trump right now is going to let the people feel what it feels like to receive a full paycheck. Do you think they're going to want to go back to a central bank system? Once again, what is he doing? He's setting this up. The only way to defeat the central bank system is to have the people behind you. How do you get the people to stand up for what you're talking about? You let them have a taste of it. And once they understand, once they realize, wow, I'm getting a lot more money. I mean, this is how much I was giving away, my hard-earned labor, and now I'm keeping it. I don't want to give it up again. He needs to show the people this is what it's like. And once again, right on schedule, what is Trump doing? Trump is pointing the finger at the Fed. Remember, the Fed meeting is coming up on the 17th. He tweeted out the following: the Federal Reserve must finally lower the Fed rate to something comparable to their competitor central banks. Jay Powell and group are putting us at a decided economic and psychological disadvantage. Should never have been this way. Also, stimulate, and that's in all capitals. He's telling the central bank establishment once again, you need to lower the rates. You need stimulus. And once he gets what he wants, he's going to tell them to lower it again. He's going to continually tell them what to do. And the reason for this is because he has completely set up the central bank system. The countdown has begun. The entire economic system as we once knew it, it's about to change. And Trump is going to let the people feel what it feels like to have no taxes, or close to no taxes, to get your full paycheck. I think he's really going to be pushing for this. He said he was going to do it before. He has this event right now, which most likely will allow him to do this. And once he has the people behind him, once he has the people understanding how much is being stolen from them, the people will then be behind him. And once he wins the election, he can take everything that he's done and use it against the central bank. That day is coming, and we're getting closer and closer to that. Are we going to experience a crash in the economic system right now? I don't believe so. I believe this was planned from the beginning. Trump has the magic wand, And once everything is all said and done and everything is positioned, I believe we're going to see everything start to turn around. And we're going to see things in the economy that we've never seen before. That day and that time